This is the chapter review for exam review for chapters 14, 15, and 16. You need a blank sheet of paper, and you can write down the answers as I read through these, and then compare your answers with your test answers. If you need some time to think of an answer, just hit pause. Again, I'm going to skip the prefixes and suffixes. You can do those on your own. We'll start with number 7. A blank is any preserved evidence of an organism. Fossil. A blank is a scientist who studies fossils. Paleontologist. The model used to express the major geological and biological events in Earth's history is called geologic time scale. Eras are divided into smaller time frames called blank, which are then divided into even smaller time frames called blank. Eras are divided into periods, and periods are divided into epochs. Blank is the idea that life arises from non-life. Spontaneous generation. Blank is the idea that life arises from other living things. That's biogenesis. The Earth is believed to be blank years old. Life on Earth is believed to be blank years old. Most fossils form in blank rock. Sedimentary. Blank is the isotope used to date fossils that once contained carbon. Carbon-14. Cells that lack most organelles are called blank. Prokaryotes. Blank means partially liquefied by heat. That's molten. Number 20, a blank is a well-supported testable explanation of phenomena that have once occurred in the natural world. That's theory. The name of Darwin's vessel was blank. HMS Beagle. Blank is defined as any difference within a species. It's variation. Blank organs are organs that are believed to be evolving away due to lack of use. Vestigial. For the multiple choice, blank is any inherited characteristic that increases an organism's chance of survival. Adaptation. While scientists are not sure of the exact composition of Earth's early atmosphere, it is believed that it was composed of gases from volcanic eruptions. Preserved tree sap traps an entire organism. The sap hardens into blank and preserves the trapped organism. That's amber. Burrows and footprints are examples of blank fossils. Trace fossils. Blank is a method used to determine the age of rocks by comparing them with those in other layers. Relative dating. In the span of just a few million years, the ancestors of most major animal groups diversified in what scientists called the blank explosion. That's the Cambrian. True or false? Young Earth was hotter than it is today. That's true. Earth's atmosphere had little or no free oxygen. That's true. The lightest elements in early Earth moved to the center of the planet. That's false. It's the heaviest. 99% of all species that ever existed are now extinct. True. Earth cooled to the point where water condensed and formed the oceans. True. Radiometric dating uses the half-life of uranium-238 to date organisms that once contained carbon. That is false. Uranium-238 is used to date rocks. The law of superposition states that the younger layers of rocks are deposited on top of the older layers. That's false. Older is deposited on top of younger. Cro-Magnon man is considered to be a modern human. That's true. A biologist specifically studies fossils. That's false. It is a paleontologist. Define the following endosymbiont theory. That's a theory that states that prokaryotes engulfed each other, joined together to become eukaryotes. Define natural selection. That's where nature chooses which species lives. Define half-life. That's the amount of time it takes for half the radioactive material to decay. For the next section, read the event and then match it up with the era in which it occurred. Mammals appear. That's the Cenozoic. Reptiles appear. The Paleozoic. Plants appear. I'm going to change that to land plants appear. Dinosaurs roamed the earth in the Mesozoic. Autotrophic prokaryotes enriched the atmosphere with oxygen. That's Precambrian. Primates evolve and diversify. Cenozoic. Earth formed. Precambrian. And our current era is the Cenozoic. Last section, how do scientists know when one era ends and another begins? Usually some sort of major event, some catastrophic event. You don't need the 3 characteristics of primates. How does camouflage and mimicry impact evolution? It allows certain species to survive and reproduce. Describe coevolution. This is when 2 species evolve at the same time, together, one enhancing the other. This concludes the studying for chapters 14, 15, and 16.